Why is the American flag controversial in 2024? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Chats AM. I'm your host, Bob. Today is Friday, June 14th, 2024. Today is Flag Day, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of my take on the American flag these days for Flag Day. Hope you guys celebrate the American flag. I hope you guys hang it up at your house, in your room, do whatever you got to do. But first, I wanted to take some time to notice that we got a new backdrop here at Coffee Chats AM. So if you guys are liking these videos, they're going to keep getting better and better. I really want you guys to subscribe, help me out, throw a like on the channel if you guys could. It really helps out the channel, get some traction and get moving. So without further ado, let's get into Flag Day. Obviously, here at Coffee Chats AM, we want to talk about a variety of things that are up to date and current. So I thought today would be a great day to talk about the American flag, the status, why people either like the American flag or don't like the American flag. So we recognize June 14th as Flag Day because in 1777 is officially when the United States of America took the Stars and Stripes as its official nation's flag. Obviously, back in 1777, the flag looked a little different with the United States original 13 colonies flag in a circle with the stars then. I actually really like this flag. I thought it would be pretty cool to be around back then and have that as your flag. So as states progressed and we became a larger country, more states, stars were added to the blue section of the American flag, eventually coming to the total of the 50 stars we have on the American flag, signifying all 50 states. Another historical event around the American flag that I think a lot of people take for granted and don't really remember as much, especially if you go to a sporting event, we have the Star Spangled Banner, and that is a song about us Americans back in 1770s, still battling the British for our independence, and it was a battle in, I don't want to get this wrong, but I believe it's the Chesapeake Bay, into DC, into Baltimore, where the British brought their naval ships in and were bombing a fort in Washington, D.C., one of the largest at the time. And the American soldiers, in the morning when they arose, the star was still gleaming, they say. So the flag was still above the people, and that signified that they did not lose the fort in the battle, claiming their territory. And that was another big win for the American during the Revolutionary War. A lot of people do take for granted the Star Spangled Banner. It actually has a very significant meaning in the history of our country. But today the American flag has kind of a stigma around it, and I'm not exactly sure why. A lot of people classify the American flag under a Republican or a MAGA kind of flag, which it's never really been like that until Donald Trump ran for office. The American flag is the American flag. It's for all people, who are citizens and born into this country. That is our flag. That is what unites us. That's what, we do for the Olympics, and that is what we do when, we have a foreign conflict. During 9/11, the American flag brought a lot of people together. So I don't understand where all this is coming from, that Donald Trump and MAGA, embrace the American flag. And if you like the American flag, you're some kind of fascist or something. Like, no, the American flag signifies democracy and a peaceful transfer of power and, our Congress legislation. And so it signifies a lot of things. And I think that when people make it out to seem like it's something that it's not, it puts a bad tone in a lot of Americans' mouth, because that is what we all represent as one. Speaking of President Trump, it is also his birthday today on Flag Day, so happy birthday, President Trump. If you asked foreigners what they thought of the American flag, I think they would say that we fly it all over the place or that it's everywhere. And I would probably agree with that. We have these massive American flags, hanging on the top of some of these buildings back here. That we do hang the flags everywhere. If you go to a golf course, they have a beautiful flag waving in the wind. And I just love our American flag so much, and I hate that people try to tear it down or discredit it for what it's been through and for what it means. Another aspect of the American flag is our military personnel. My grandfather was in the Air Force, and he has his own American flag in a triangular case, and that signifies when someone in our military dies, we get to unroll the flag, put it over their casket signifying that they served for their country. And final thing I want to talk about is obviously the Pledge of Allegiance. When we were kids in school growing up, I don't know how much they do this now with everything going on in schools these days, but we had the Pledge of Allegiance. We would pledge our allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. This is just something that you don't see a lot of people do anymore. And when you pledge your allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, it's, showing how much you respect your country and you respect what the flag means, and that a lot of people take an oath to defend that flag, defend our Constitution. So I really hope that the American flag gets back to what it used to mean and what people used to think it meant. That was just my little rant today. That's a Coffee Chats AM, a new little style coming out. I want to talk about maybe less topics per day. But if you guys have gotten this far in the video, please leave a like, subscribe, wherever you guys are watching this on. It really helps me out. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic Friday. Have a great weekend. And you'll catch you on Monday. Coffee Chats AM.